Give me 5 minutes of your time and I'll share something about life, God, and the Bible. David feels in his heart that one day he will become the king of Israel. However, right now, this is not possible. The present king of Israel, King Saul, has hired 3,000 men to hunt David down. Moreover, David feels that it is not time for him to be king yet. Right now, King Saul is anointed by God to be the king of Israel, not David. David has just faced this important challenge. It is recorded in 1 Samuel 24. Saul and his men are chasing after David in the desert of En-Gedi. King Saul goes into a cave to relieve himself. Saul does not know that David and his men are hiding right back in the cave. As Saul is relieving himself, David creeps up unnoticed and cuts off a corner of Saul's robe. David's men encourage him to kill Saul. After all, God has given Saul his enemy into his hands to deal with as he, David, deems fit. David refuses to kill Saul. 1 Samuel 24 verse 6. He said to his man, "The Lord forbid that I should do such a thing to my master, the Lord's anointed, or lay my hand on him, for he is the anointed of the Lord." David might feel in his heart that he would be king one day, but not now. Right now, Saul is anointed to be the king of Israel. David also feels guilty that he has cut a corner off the robe of King Saul. It is immediately after this that David proceeds to sing a song before God. He writes Psalm 57. This is how David starts Psalm 57. Psalm 57, verse 1. Have mercy on me, my God, have mercy on me, for in you I take refuge. I will take refuge in the shadow of your wings until the disaster has passed. David realizes that whether it is Saul or him, David, they are both human beings requiring the mercy of God. If it were not for God in his life, David's life could be much worse. The late D.T. Niles used to be a pastor evangelist with the Methodist Church of Sri Lanka. He passed away in 1970. He had a heart for evangelism, which is sharing the good news of Jesus Christ with people. He coined an expression to describe evangelism. Evangelism is simply one beggar telling another beggar where to find the bread. Whether it is Saul or whether it is David or whether it is us, we are all human beings who need to find the bread. We are all human beings who require the mercy of God. If we were not for God, life could be worse. David not only acknowledges that he is at the mercy of God when it comes to anything in his life, he also sings twice in the chorus of Psalm 57 that God be exalted in his life. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let your glory be over all the earth. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let your glory be over all the earth. Psalm 57 verse 5 and verse 11. When you think of all the problems that David is going through right now, it is quite incredible that he still sings to exalt God in his life. He wishes that God's glory be over all the earth. In other words, he wishes that all human beings see God's glory wherever they are. David acknowledges that although God has put King Saul in front of him, it is not his place to kill King Saul right now. And as I said, there are two reasons. Both Saul and him are human beings requiring the mercy of God. David extends that mercy of God to King Saul. Second, right now, David's priority is to exalt God in his life and to let God make the decision as to when he, David, will become king. If David does become king, it is by God's will, not David's. May we learn from David when it comes to those crucial decisions in our lives. Amen.